You're in the mix with the DJs. Listen and pay attention.
All right, God bless y'all. Good morning. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus, guys. How you doing? Good morning. It is a Turned Up Tuesday, guys. It is Tuesday, October the 12th, 2021, 13 minutes after the hour. Welcome to Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's Senny, Barbi, where you get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. That chat room's open, guys. Or you can please call in 570-982-6950. I say it every morning. iHeartRadio, radio.com. Let me clear my throat. ShawnHarveyMorningShow.com, distributed by Comedy World Net Radio and Comedy Cloud. Thanks for you guys over there. We appreciate you. Special thanks to WFLX, The Flex in Rochester. We appreciate you as well. 94.5 The Blaze, Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you so much. You can Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. All links come up. We're on Facebook this morning too, guys. Go to Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Subscribe on Facebook. Boom. You get notified. Also, this morning we're on, Facebook. We're on Facebook, business page, like page, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m., guys. We were live at 7 a.m., just not on this part, not on the social media part. Also, join our group. That's right, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team group. Approaching 5,000 members. We appreciate you guys for that. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. This is where you get the morning love and only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Barbi Cologne, God bless you. Good morning. Good to see you on a Turned Up Tuesday. Good morning, and how are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Here in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live to you from right now, it is 55 degrees. A little cloudy right now. The sun has not even come up yet, guys. This here has thrown me off. This here darkness. The high today will be 72. In Stroudsburg, 55 degrees, 72 for the high, cloudy with some sunshine a little later in the day. 63 in Newark, New Jersey, 73 will be the high, cloudy, and a little peaks of sunshine around 1 p.m. today. The sun is going to make an appearance, guys. In New York City, 63 and 73 will be the high, cloudy, and peaks of sunshine around 12 o'clock as well. 79 in Miami. 84 will be the high, partly cloudy, cleared by 1 p.m. in the afternoon. But the clouds are going to roll on back in, and there will be some sprinkles of rain on and off throughout the day. 64 in Atlanta, 77 will be the high and clear. In Chicago, 63 degrees, 70, cloudy, and but some sunshine around 1 p.m. today. In Los Angeles, 57 right now. Clear will be the weather for today, and 70 for the high. In Louisville, it's 68 degrees, partly cloudy. 77 will be the high for today, but it's going to be cleared by late morning, and the rest of the day is going to be beautiful. 57 in Rochester, 79 for the high, and clear. That's the weather I have for you all. What's it look like where you are? Barbi Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J, where you get your morning started right.
Get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right, guys. We have the morning buzz this morning. There's one thing that we can guarantee on this show each and every morning, that your head will be buzzing before 9 a.m. Guys, so get your breakfast. Sit back, relax, enjoy the morning buzz. Senny, what else you have?
Yes, we're also going to have front page news with Senny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally and nationally. So stick around for that.
Yes, and there will be some Harvey House of Sports. You guys stay tuned.
Okay, so guys, don't go nowhere, because what we're going to do, you know the deal. We say it each and every morning. We're going to shout out the room. We're going to show you some love. Where's the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, so please, we want you to stay, at least for that. I know you're going to stay for the show, so we can shout you out. So, share the show with all your friends, so your friends can get shouted out too, because some of y'all need a shout out in the morning, and some of y'all need some love this morning, because some of y'all are not getting the love that you need. You're not getting it from your coworkers. You're not getting it from your family members. They don't ran out the door. Everybody's going to school. Everybody's doing what they have to do, and you are trolling on social media, not getting the love that you need. So check this out. If you stop here to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team, we're gonna give you the love that you need today on a Turned Up Tuesday. Special shout out to DJ Rome, also DJ Young and thanks, man. Appreciate you. Also, Crystal Rooney, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for everything that you do behind the scenes on this show on a Turned Up Tuesday. Now, I'm going to chop this up real quick before we take our first little break. This morning, I forgot to let you guys know. There's two things I'm going to go with this. Last weekend, for me, and I always talk about this, how I feel a certain way when I can't support a lot of the local events here in the area that I live in because I'm always traveling on the weekend. I'm always gone. And this weekend, I happened to be, Friday night, I happened to be here locally early, and I had the opportunity, Barbi Cologne and Senny J, to attend the local high school football game. Well, at least to halftime. So I live right down the block here. Liberty High School here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania is directly across the street, down the block across the street. You can walk there. It's like maybe not even a 4-minute walk. Yeah, it's right there. Moravian University is directly across the street from us. Like if we walk out this door and walk across the street, the football stadium is right there. Mm-hmm. So you got two big football fields right here on the opposite side of the street, right? Yeah. So Friday night, I was running around and came to the crib, looked at my bonus son, and said, yo, you want to go to the football game? Do you want to watch some football on a Friday night?
Keep your day job.
Gonna run some football, right? Looked at the wife. She was frustrated for some reason. I don't know what's going on with her. Let's get dressed. Go to the football game. She didn't even want to go. But she had to go because the son wanted to go. So there you go. Take one for the team.
Y'all could have She had to go.
She had to go. Yeah, she had to go. She had to go.
Y'all could have went.
Your idea.
Right.
Bye.
Take your bonus up to the daggone football game.
If she was feeling some type of way, you should have been like, you know what? Hey, me and him are going to go out to the game. We'll be back.
Yeah, no.
Give you a little alone time.
No. So whatever.
That's what you should have
should have did.
But
go ahead with your little story.
No,
go ahead.
So now, thank you, God bless. So now I just stopped. I interrupted the whole Friday night.
Right.
Okay, everybody, let's go football. Who want to watch some football? Okay.
Day job.
So we get down there to the stadium, and it's a old school method of payment. There's cash. Okay, so didn't have no cash.
Figures.
So we had to go run and get some cash. Right? Got some cash. The lady, it was $6 for adults, $3 for the kids. But the little lady that was at the desk, at the window, at this little concrete kind of little hut, she said, the little boy's good. You guys pay the $6 each, right? Handed her the $20 bill. She handed the change back to my wife. My wife put the money in the pocket, never seen it since.
Right. As she should have.
Now, we go in there. There's the big game is because high school football is big out here in comparison to where I used to live in the Bronx. We had high school, and I went to James Monroe High School. We didn't even have a football field. We had broken glass everywhere. So we CJ, Liberty High School football is playing Emmaus, if I'm pronouncing that right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Emmaus is a town here in the Lehigh Valley, middle class town, big kids. They're the number one ranked football team here locally, guys.
Oh, okay.
Right? And the Liberty High School is one of the worst football teams, but I'm representing the Liberty High School. Barbi, in your community, what high school are you repping?
Easton.
Yeah. Senny, and which high school are you repping for football?
East Stroudsburg. Oh, the Timberwolves.
And that's from East Stroudsburg?
Yeah, East Stroudsburg High. The North.
The North.
But you don't live there no more, so you be repping out.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't matter. I still rep my high school.
That's my high school.
Yeah, I still rep my high school. So check this out. And when she say North, trust me, that thing is up in Canada. The high school is way up in North. It's
by Dingman's Ferry.
Yeah, a lot of Babylonians from former slaves. Now check this out.
Bar girl.
Yo,
I don't even know.
It's way past Fernwood. It's up there. So anyway, I'm representing Listen, I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the X. But I live here in Bethlehem, right? Barbi lives in Easton, and Senny's over in the Allentown area, right? So, Senny, I'm repping the Liberty football team, the Hurricanes. Yeah. They're one of the worst football teams this year. They only won 1 game. They lost 5 games, right? So we get up there and we sit in the stainless steel seats with no back covering on it.
Mm-hmm. Things be hard.
Hard as hell. I put a pause on that. And Senny and Barbi haven't had nothing hard as hell in a minute. Now,
first of all, I told you stop telling my business like that.
They haven't had nothing hard as hell in a minute. Now,
whatever, show it.
My
Barbi
inbox
Cologne,
is open.
No doubt. So Barbi Cologne.
It's about to be flooded down.
Now check this out. So the Liberty High School had all navy blue trimmed with a little red and white. You kind of get the whole Liberty concept. I get it. But the uniforms, they look so good. They look so clean. And Emmaus, they had on all white with green trim. They look good too. These kids were big from Emmaus. Guess what? They're the number 1 ranked team. They're 5-1, Barbi Cologne. Liberty is 1-5. But I get back to that in a minute. Here's the highlight of the game. I'm going to tell you right now, guys.
Tell me, Shawn.
That Liberty High School marching band, it's about 3,000 of them. Everybody, at least I did, went to see the band. The band was fly as hell. They looked like little direct coats from the British back in the day. They had the hats and they had the horns and the music was pumping in the drums and the Liberty. Let me tell you how bad the Liberty High School. What high school y'all repping, guys? What high school y'all repping? The Liberty High School football team, I didn't know this, travels the country. The band travels the country. Now, there was some of the players, Senny, who didn't play in the game. The kids, Senny, that was in the band. So you would see the band playing, and some of the kids, like 10 of them, had their football uniforms on. And they were marching in the band, playing their instruments, kicking some ass.
Maybe that's why they can't win, because they're too busy trying to be multitasking, like focus on football or the band.
So what they do is, you know, if you guys didn't know, what they do is the visiting band comes, the visiting team comes, the visiting band is there. They give the visiting band a little shine. Maybe 5 to 7 minutes. You only get 1 song. That's it. And you better hear some Michael Jackson. You better play some R. Kelly. I don't know what you're doing.
He said R. Kelly. No, not R.
And then they whisked off to the sideline. And when I tell you this Liberty marching band came out, I swear to God, Senny, was about 150 kids out there. And they was kicking some ass. And there was this one guy, teenager. He was twirling the, what's the thing?
Baton.
What's the thing called?
Baton.
I don't know if he was a gay young kid. You don't have to be gay to do that.
No, you don't.
But let me tell you something. He had on the kilt. Am I saying that right? The little dress. Is that a kilt? Was it? Yeah. Oh man. And he didn't have the boots on. The girls had the boots. Yeah. He had on some other kind of boot. He didn't have the girly boots. If I'm saying that right. And let me tell you something. Whoever this kid is, I want to meet this kid. This kid's got to come in here. We got to talk to him. He was kicking some ass with that baton, and his swag was up, and I thoroughly enjoyed the whole band. I didn't give a damn about the game, Barbi Cologne. By that time, it was 28-0 at halftime. Emmaus was kicking their ass. I think these kids were grown-ass men. But here's another interesting part about this. I forgot to tell you about this. God bless these parents who really believe, and God bless. I hit them with a God bless, Barbi.
God bless.
Will truly believe that the sons are capable of playing football on a high school level when they're trash. But you can't tell them that. You can't tell these parents. I wanted to get up and yell so bad. All you Liberty parents here tonight, your sons are trash. They're getting pushed over the offensive line of the Emmaus High School kids who were big. These guys look like Michael Strahan. They were pushing these poor kids to the ground, and And the parents, I'm looking at them, and you could feel the energy like, go, Timmy. But Timmy couldn't do it.
Not Timmy.
And then, Barbie, before we move on, one of the little Timmy, I'm just calling him Timmy, one of the Emmaus kids came around. He was blocking, and the kid was blocking for the running back, and the Emmaus defensive player came and cracked the player that was blocking for the runner, cracked him right in the chest. And that poor high school kid was laying there on his back. And the medics came out. I mean, not the little girls came out. You know, he just shook his head a little bit, shake it off, and get up. And that's what I'm scared the most about football. And it's horrible to know that your child. Is Princess Cox no pause in that chat room?
Not yet.
It's horrible to know that you got your kid out there playing football.
I know my son played. I was nervous.
And the kid is not really that good of a player overall. I'm saying overall. He probably is good enough, like play on practice, play on the team, his swag's up. But then when they play a big competitive team, it's a liability. And then the kid get cracked in the chest, and now he's laying on the ground. Senny, if you see your beloved son getting his ass whipped by a diamond, say Emmaus came and they played the North.
Yeah. What you gonna do, girl?
You're already frustrated because them damn shoulder pads cost $300.
They are.
You're frustrated because those football cleats cost $600. You know goddamn well you're not even supposed to be here watching the game because you got to be at work so you can make some money to pay for this anyway. And then your son gets, it's a Emmaus linebacker comes over there and crack him. He's okay, but, you know, he's just stunned a little bit. How would that make you feel? Because my wife was like, oh, that's why I'd rather my son play basketball. I don't like this football.
Yeah,
Senny,
my son, he doesn't, I wouldn't have him playing football. I mean, he did like flag football or whatever, like in the, you know how the townships do like the little leagues or whatever, but he's not doing any contact football. So that would be a no.
But what if he said, you know what, Ma? And we get to Barbi in a minute, because Barbi got the experience. Her child played in the kids football. We get to her in a minute. But Senny, what if your son was like, hey, I want to go out there. I want to go out there and take my talents to the field and play some football, because football is more than football. It's almost militant in a sense with discipline and teamwork.
He's not even built for that.
But Senny, none of these kids
my
were.
My son is not going to be, you know.
Senny, all these, especially the kids from.
I hope he's a little tall, but. You know.
Senny, the kids from Liberty High School were all small kids.
And the team that they were playing against was all big, right?
Big, huge.
Right.
That's
it
how
always
big.
happens like that.
But-
You're like, what
What do you feed these boys?
I wanted to see birth certificates.
Right, wait. There was times when we did ask. Like,
Wait, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to Bob, because Bobby, you got more experience than both of us in there. City. Not only did I think these kids, Jesus Christ, I never seen teenagers so big before in my life. Pause. But City, before we get to Barbie, what if your son really wanted?
No, he wouldn't do it.
So if he came with the form and hey, the consent, and what if the coach called?
No, I'm gonna be like, why? And then if something happens to him, then what? These concussions and all this other stupid stuff for what? What for? Nothing. He's not going to the NFL.
Cindy, don't say that.
He's not. So come on.
Now there's a running back that played with. It's Barbie. Why don't you look this up? This is a running back. I can't remember. Barkley, Shaquan. He's the only high school player. You might have a point. He's one of the only high school players in this whole region, this whole Lehigh Valley and Pocono region, that made it to the NFL. Maybe one of two.
Yeah, and
out of all these thousands of kids, you might have a point there, but you can't snatch away a dream, though.
And I don't groom my son for that. Like, he hasn't been in, like, these things since he was little. We don't, he doesn't do it in school. So he's only 11, so I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. But see, are you not even, before we get to Party Clones.
But I'm not even entertaining the
But what if
idea.
he came to you and said, I think I want to try to do this? And his friends are in it. Hold on, City. Hold on. Let me help him out. And his friends are involved. He's a good kid. Your son's a smart young man. And let's say a kid like this, his boys are on the team. It's no peer pressure situation, but he wants to be a part of. You're not gonna sign that consent paper? At least to try it out one time?
I don't know. I don't know. It depends on how bad I guess he really wants it.
Okay. Now, Barbie, to you. Now, Barbi actually was a football mom.
Yeah. Football mom, basketball mom.
So if I'm going, because Barbi, my new high school team is the Liberty Hurricane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Go Liberty.
Go Liberty. Now your high school team is Easton, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That's it. Okay. Now let's take it from the beginning before we take a break. So
Eastern Rovers.
What's the name of the team?
Eastern Rovers.
The Rovers.
They have a little bulldog as a mascot.
Now, Barbi, you know what's funny thing? I think Liberty plays. You might want to look it up on your phone. I think Liberty plays Easton this weekend.
Oh.
We might want to look it up real quick. Now, Barbi, question.
I'll be back here.
Now, how did that whole thing? How does that work with being a football mom? And the first question is like I would be like when the kid got cracked on the football field. Did you ever have concerns about your son?
Yeah. Well, my son was one of the bigger ones. He was one of the ones people was like, I don't think he's 15. I don't think he's 17 because he was so big.
Right.
So I was the mom. We're like, I know when I had my son, he is 16 or he whatever.
So parents would yell out?
Yeah, because he was one of the ones, he was on the line.
Yeah, he was on the offensive line or defensive line. He got to be.
He was the one hitting.
Yeah.
So they was like, who that big kid? I don't think he's his age. I'm like, yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. I was that mom.
Now.
I'm with William Allen High School.
Yeah, so I said Allen.
So that's your team, Senny.
Yeah, they're the ones in Allentown. They're going to be playing East Stroudsburg North.
The North?
Oh.
Home game
All
on
right.
October 22nd.
So what are you doing? Oh my God!
Here we gotta go.
Pack your bags. Pack your bags. Pack your bags.
I think the stadium. No, this is William Allen High School, so I think their stadium is down the street from me.
Probably.
So
Now-
I can go.
now,
They're gonna
Barbi.
lose.
Yeah.
Back in the days, I used to do a joke about my son, my youngest son.
Friday. Friday.
I used to do this joke on stage about my son being in AAU, but he never played basketball, and he was always, had the $300 sneakers, and he was always at the end of the bench. And I said to the coach, like, my son is not even playing in the game, and he didn't even know who my son was. I was like, he's on the team, bro. Barbi, how much does how does that work? Like when you sign the consent, we're gonna take a quick break, but we're gonna close out with Barbi Cologne, Morning Buzz. After signing consent papers for your child to play, because you got to sign some papers, right?
Yeah, you got to
I'm
sign
assuming
papers.
that.
I had my son and two nephews who. My son didn't want to play high school, so he just did Little League and junior middle school. But my nephews played high school.
Okay, so
We're called the Canaries.
okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Come on,
What's your record? Now what's your record? And look at Liberty's record. I think they won in 5. And look at
We're not playing Liberty, but we're playing Bethlehem Freedom High School.
Oh yeah, Freedom. That's the one
Freedom.
down the
Around
block.
the corner.
Freedom and Liberty, they share the same stadium. Now, Barbi, back to you.
Yeah.
Now, after you sign the paper, like, how much does this cost?
It was a couple $100.
Wow.
Yeah. The cleats alone was about $100.
Right.
Damn it.
Did you have to pay for the uniforms?
You rent them, if you will, for like maybe. Well, this was a long time ago. My nephew, 32? I want to say it was like $60.
So you had to rent the uniform.
Yeah, you don't get to keep them.
Yeah, you
got to pay to play.
Oh, you got to pay
pretty
to pay.
much.
Okay.
And you get you borrow them,
Yeah.
and you got to return them after the end of the season.
Right. So what, after the game, they got to.
No, at the end of the season, it's yours until while you playing.
Right.
But at the end of the season, everything goes back. All the equipment.
So
you keep is your cup.
No doubt. And what about sneakers?
Oh yeah, in the cleats.
Right. And what are you gonna do with cleats?
Right, in the cleats.
And you're not gonna wear your cleats outside, too.
Right.
And Barbi, was you that football mom? Was you at the game? Because there was a lot of football moms and dads that I felt sad for, because little Timmy and them was really not that good. Now I'm not gonna say anything.
It's pretty okay.
Because
so.
it was like they really think, Senny, some of these parents really think that their child is better than what they are in their mind.
Yeah.
When the reality is your son is getting pushed over. I mean, I'm talking about just football, just on the field.
Yeah.
Your son getting pushed over. I wouldn't want to see my kid getting pushed. I admit halftime, be like, yo, listen, Timmy, you're not playing no more. We're done. We're done with this. You're getting pushed over, and it's not a good look. Barbi, did you get emotionally attached with football with your son?
Yeah.
And was you at all the games?
Not all of them, but I was at most of them.
And was you like, go Rovers and all that?
Of course, I was that mom.
Now,
and I was a cheerleader growing up too, so it was came natural to me to cheer for the team.
now, this is also what I saw. We're gonna take a quick break. This is also what I saw. Shout out to all the high school kids because this took me back to that time in my life. These kids were so energetic. Of course, they're teenagers. They stood for the whole game. There's a section of teenagers that just stood. They didn't sit down the whole game rooting for each other, even on the other side of the bench. Shout out to all the teenagers. And then they were out there, and it was Friday night, and some of the kids were feeling themselves, and they were over there in the back cursing and all that. And I heard one kid he goes, da 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 da, F you Emmaus, right? That's what the kids said. Well, I mean, whatever. And there was a part of me that I wanted to go into Uncle mode and go, listen, son, you shouldn't be talking. You shouldn't be talking like that. You shouldn't be saying things like that. But I guess apparently high school football on a Friday night is big out here because there was a lot of people out there. It was a nice night on Friday, if you can remember. What's the records of these football teams? Because my team is horrible. My team is 1-4.
Let me see. Hold on.
1-5. I think they got great uniforms. #1 band. Everybody in the chat room, everybody listen. What high school did you rep? And what high school are you repping now as far as football? Or if it's not even any sports, what high school did you rep? What high school did you go to? What high school was it? Right now, even though I'm not from this area, I'm from New York. I mean, I live here, of course. I'm from New York. But James Monroe High School, whatever, the Eagles back in the day. But here, Barbi says she's Easton Rover.
Easton is 3-2.
3-2. I'm Liberty Hurricanes. Senny, are you still repping Stroudsburg North or William Allen?
I don't know. William Allen, this school is a horrible school.
Yeah, one of the worst in the valley.
But I don't know how their football scores are, but like their ranking as far as a school is really bad.
Wow, yeah, that's right there in the middle of the hood.
So sad.
That's the hood. That's like
now. But Senny, what's their record for?
I don't know.
They don't even show their record. I mean, their criminal record.
I know.
Barbi, what's their record? Because she can't even find it.
Let me see.
If you don't mind, Barbi said that the Easton High School is 3-2. Liberty's what? 1-5. Emmaus. I might switch my team and go with the Emmaus team. These are like NFL football players.
I can't
find
He said he gonna switch.
I might have to switch, but no, I'm gonna go.
Okay, it says overall 0-6.
So
they 0-6.
They 0-6. They haven't won a game. God,
them poor babies.
What about Liberty though, Barbi? What happened with?
It says league 0-4, 8th in conference.
So they're last. They haven't won a conference game. They haven't won a game. They haven't won a game in their conference, and they're in last place. Barbi, what about Liberty? Why you not showing Liberty no love? I'm trying to figure that out.
That's not who we rooting for.
Well, I'm going with Liberty.
No, you're not. You going with Bethlehem.
I don't know the record. So your team, Senny. Now, Senny, let's go to Stroudsburg North and see what their record is.
Okay.
And we're gonna take a quick break, guys, and we're gonna come back with some Senny Says, and we also have B Love calling in at
Liberty
8:15.
4-1.
Liberty's what?
4-1. They record. They won 4 games and lost 1 game.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Look again.
Showing.
So wait a minute, my team is winning? No.
You can't be trying to hop the fence. That's not your team. Your team is right here at the street.
Yeah, Liberty. They're 4-1.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Hello, Barbi. The lip gloss is screwing up your thought process right now. Your lip gloss.
Let me see this one.
Emmaus what's Liberty's record?
Ooh, East Stroudsburg North 0-6.
Oh, they're trash too.
Bad.
They're 9th in the conference.
And there are only 7 teams in the conference. Barbi. Barbi, see, Barbi doing this on purpose. Barbi doing this on purpose because she don't like Liberty. She's with Easton. She's not showing me my high school love.
They 6-1.
Liberty is 6-1.
And they first in the conference.
Liberty High School.
Yes. Emmaus High School. Stop confusing me. Emmaus High School. I already told you Liberty.
What was Liberty? You didn't tell.
Wait, I gotta go back to them.
Put the lip gloss down, Barbi, for 1 second, bro.
Is that
Okay, Emmaus is 6-1.
I'm in Liberty.
Okay,
in
let's go back to
Bethlehem.
Liberty. Wait a minute.
I
let's
know
go back to
the
Liberty.
Emmaus is they beat the crap. I'll tell you, they was the number 1 ranked team. Senny, I would bail out of that William Allen thing and keep repping the North.
You know what? Sure.
get out of
And we're gonna take
1-6.
There you go.
Liberty is 1-6, and they are where it go?
Okay.
They 9th in the conference.
They haven't won any home games. Come on, Liberty.
Right.
It's okay, it's alright. I got something you won't like. We gon' set your day on fire. Get your morning started right. It's okay, it's alright. I got something you won't like. We gon' set your day on fire. Get your morning started right.
Good morning here in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live to you from. Right now, it is 55 degrees, going up to a high of 72 today. A little cloudy, but the sun might, show its cute little face around, 10 a.m. this morning. And we will have peaks of sunshine throughout the day. In Stroudsburg, 55 degrees, 72 for the high, cloudy and some sun as well. In Newark, New Jersey, it is 63 degrees, cloudy, 73 will be the high, and a little peaks of sunshine a little bit later. And in New York City, it is 63 degrees, going up to a high of 73 today. Cloudy right now, but the sun is going to peek on through around noon. That's the weather I have for you all. What's it looking like where you are? Barbi Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J. When you get your morning started right.
Get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team business page. Also share, invite yourself to our group. We appreciate you for that. Now, I think on a Turned Up Tuesday, what we'll do is we get into some Senny Says. I think we'll do that. Thank you so much, Senny, for your report yesterday with Kim Kardashian. I thought that was hilarious. That silhouette image, it took me like 2 hours to get that out of my head, and I did. And thank you so much for that. So let's clap. Let's go into some Senny Says, and let's get into that. Thank God for Jesus.
Yes. Yes. Hi. Good morning, you guys. Sorry about that.
God bless.
Netflix is responding to the Dave Chappelle backlash and is confirming that his.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Princess in that chat room?
Yeah, he just got in here.
Princess, the football team that I'm repping here in the Lehigh Valley is horrible. They're 1-4. They're 1-6. Barbi team is 2-3. 3-2. What high school are you repping? And we might need a coach out here. And what's your current high school record right now in Brooklyn? Princess Cox, if no pause, put the top 4 ranked high school teams in New York City, and we're going to compare them with our top 4 high school teams in the Lehigh Valley. Princess, I need the school that you rep. What's their current record right now? High school team. I need the 4 top teams, and when in New York, and when Barbi does sports, she's gonna let us know the 4 top teams in the Lehigh Valley, and we're gonna go out there and kick your ass. Go ahead, Senny. Excuse me. I apologize. Go ahead.
Yes. So they are responding to the Dave Chappelle backlash and confirms that his comedy special will not be removed. Has anybody had a chance to watch it yet?
No, I
haven't
just
watched
seen
it, so.
snippets.
Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos sent a memo to all current Netflix employees regarding the Dave Chappelle controversy. And not only did he make it clear that the stand-up special, The Closer, would remain, 3 Netflix employees, including trans worker Tara Field, who publicly criticized Chappelle, were also suspended for reportedly attempting to crash a company meeting that was only meant for higher-level employees. Sarandos' memo read, "I want to follow up on The Closer, Dave Chappelle's latest special, as several of you have reached out following QBR asking what to say to your teams. It never feels good when people are hurting, especially our colleagues, so I wanted to give you some additional context. You should also be aware that some talent may join third parties in asking us to remove the show in the coming days, which we are not going to do. Chappelle is one of the most popular stand-up comedians today, and we have a long-standing deal with him. His last special, Sticks and Stones, also controversial, is our most watched, stickiest, and most award-winning stand-up special to date. As with our other talent, we work hard to support their creative freedom. Even though this means there will always be content on Netflix some people believe is harmful, like Cuties, 365 Days, 13 Reasons Why, or My Unorthodox Life, which are some shows that are featured on Netflix. Several of you have also asked where we draw the line on hate. We don't allow titles on Netflix that are designed to incite hate or violence, and we don't believe The Closer crosses that line. I recognize, however, that distinguishing between commentary and harm is hard, especially with stand-up comedy, which exists to push boundaries. Some people find the art of stand-up to be mean-spirited, but our members enjoy it, and it's an important part of our content offering. In terms of our commitment to inclusion, we're working hard to ensure more people see their lives reflected on screen, and that underrepresented communities are not defined by the single story. So we're proud of titles like Sex Education, Young Royals, Control Z, and Disclosure. Externally, particularly in stand-up comedy, artistic freedom is obviously a very different standard of speech than we allow internally, as the goals are different. Entertaining people versus maintaining a respectful, productive workplace.
All right. First of all, I want to start with a God bless.
God bless.
Listen, we said this before the other day when we do. Artistically, stand up is stand up. You can equate it as I'm a comedian, guys. I'm a stand up comedian. This is what I do for a living. This is what I do. I don't know Dave Chappelle. We had a 30-minute conversation 3 years ago at Caroline's, and we're just chopping it up. That's my only experience with Dave. I know all the other comedians that open up for him and around him that I work with every day, right? In this realm of stand-up comedy, the joke can be perceived as a bad joke. It might be offensive to somebody. Sometimes there was a time that I said a regular joke at a comedy show, Barbi Cologne, and 2 couples walked out. Because just like I was talking about, like a relationship joke.
Right.
And they just walked out. And okay. And you have that right. Mm-hmm. You have that right to walk out. Did I feel like I offended them? I don't think so. But if that's the way they felt, they had the choice to leave. There's bad jokes and then there's good jokes. Now, we talked about this the other day. Senny, people have that right? The LGBT community was pissed off and they wanted it to be taken down, right? Yep. Right, Senny, that was the other day, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Now, why we can't equate this to just being a bad joke? We all know how Dave Chappelle, his delivery with jokes, he's very controversial. We know this. It's nothing like shocking about this. So for what Netflix did, I appreciate them. Mm-hmm. They did the right thing because you're taking the forum away from us. You take it. Next thing you know, what I got to do, there's different jokes you can tell. If you're doing a church show, of course you're not. If a church hired Dave Chappelle,
I don't think
like say Joel Osteen hired Dave Chappelle, right? Dave Chappelle is not going to go in there with those type of jokes. He's going to modify his jokes to the audience. But to the masses like this on Netflix, you can't do that. He's just that type of comedian. So you can't sanction him or put him in a box. Netflix have all, like the CEO said, they have all kind of content to satisfy everybody. I mean, so there's some gay shows on Netflix that anti-gay folks hate and they want to take down. It's just the same thing.
Exactly.
Now, for the gay folks to storm into, you're a level C employee, and you storming into a level A meeting, you need to get fired. Your job is to do your job at your employment place. This is not for you. You're not a decision maker. So the transgender worker, Senny,
Yeah.
you're out of order, bro. Or her, what? Whoever. You're out of order.
I mean, do they
You're out of order.
I don't know.
Because you took your sexuality. You took your sexuality to some place where it wasn't warranted. You're at the workplace, dummy. Do your job. You don't storm into. How dare you storm into a executive meeting with Barbi Cologne's lip gloss on and a nice wig and a great body. And everybody loves and adore you for who you are. Don't get confused with that. Don't confuse your greatness with your sexuality identity for the business. You should never work there again, my friend. What did he say? They suspended him for a minute? What are you talking about?
Yeah, they've been suspended.
Suspended? What?
Yeah, I guess they're going to get fired.
Fire them.
You know they do the investigation.
Fire
and all
them.
that. Right.
Boy, I know he walked into that room with his Sylvester outfit on.
Didn't one employee get fired for trying to come out against Netflix?
What is
No,
people, what are people doing?
She quit.
Oh, she quit.
She was a writer, I believe, on.
That makes sense to me. That makes sense. If it offended you that much, right? Just like I said, Barbi, the couple walked out when I told the joke. Leave. But don't do that because the president or the CEO in that well-read statement, worded statement, covered all the bases.
Right. People so sensitive.
He covered all the bases. The sexuality, gay, they can't be mad. Netflix has, I think they have the most LGBT content on any one of these streaming platforms.
Every time I turn around, somebody kissing somebody in their damn face.
You know what I'm saying? You got guys playing with balls with each other on Netflix.
Right. Damn it.
Girls kissing each other in the mouth.
Hey, it's on there.
But Dave Chappelle says, what did he say? What was the joke? Oh, the baby, this and the gay folks. Stop it, y'all.
Like, it's fine.
Stop.
Freedom of speech, people. Damn.
Can we at least have this form of stand-up comedy? If you don't like, if it's a bad joke and it's offensive, leave. But don't stop the man's. Netflix paid him millions and millions of dollars. They want their money back.
Did you see? He said, "I don't care. I got paid already." They was like, "Cancel Dave Chappelle." He said, "I don't care. I got paid."
And why? Right. Thank you. And why we got to cancel Dave Chappelle? We're not canceling Dave Chappelle, bro.
Have a seat.
Dave Chappelle is a hilarious comedian that put money in other people's comedians' pockets, that drive this economy, that drive the comedian economy, selling out shows throughout the world. And he said one gay joke that people didn't like, and now we got to shut him down. No. And for all the gay, all
throughout the special, they said he said
so
something.
what?
And the
so what? Senny, I don't mean to interrupt you, but so what? How many gay shows we got to sit through with balls touching each other's face for a half an hour?
Okay, that's about representation. That's different than somebody. You know, I mean,
but it still can be offensive to somebody else, though.
I mean, it can.
It can
be, but
at the same time, other people, yeah.
I mean, but other people want to say it's offensive to them, but it's how real people live their life, and should those real people not be represented in mainstream media? That's what people are saying.
What?
Because it's something that's what gay people are saying, because people are like, oh, well, so fast, like every time you turn around, it's on TV. Do they say that about heterosexual? Sometimes I feel like that. I'm watching Lifetime at like 3:00 in the afternoon and it's a sex scene. I'm like, all right, like, why does it have to be all that right now? Like, kids could be home and stuff like that.
Oh, my God.
You could say the same thing about heterosexual behavior that's put on TV. Gay people should feel like they should be represented in that same light as well.
So then
but as far as the Dave Chappelle special, I mean, I haven't seen it, but also I'm not,
let's listen to this first scene.
It could be things that people find offensive, and it's their right to speak out against.
Right, and you can speak out against it. Right, you can do that, and you can, and you can. No, they want to shut them down. That's the difference. They want to shut them down.
That's speaking out,
speaking out against it, and being mad at the joke is one thing. Canceling him and discarding him out the market is a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing. That's why I said, if it's a bad joke and you're offended, move on. I like what you said about the writer. She quit. It was so offensive to her. She said, I can't work here. I don't want to represent this country, this company. I have strong beliefs about this. I'm leaving. That's it. That's what we do. But I don't think we should take money out of Dave Chappelle's pocket because of that.
Well, that's not how these people feel.
And how many, like I said, again, how many... Dave Chappelle could go, yo, listen, what about all the 14 other gay shows that are on there?
But then again, let's
drop all of those.
But then a lot of people, you can't.
Let's drop all. So let's drop Dave Chappelle's comedy special, Senny, and let's drop all the gay content. Hold on, hear me out, and then I'm gonna let you. And then I'm gonna just let you. And let's drop all the gay content off of streaming services. Let's do it all, then, Senny.
Again, you're not seeing the correlation, but also if you're looking at it from a straight person who doesn't give a damn about the LGBTQIA plus community, then of course it's not going to be offensive to you for what he's saying. So unless you're somebody that's going through it, again, it's not going to be offensive to you. So you have to look at it from a different lens, and you have to be empathetic.
Now, Barbi,
but if you don't want to do that, I mean, again, that's your right to not do that as well.
Now, Barbi Cologne, I did a show. It was a bunch of lesbians. Thank God. It was a whole lesbian gay show, right? Here's the first problem. Hold on. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny Barbi. You there?
Hey, good morning.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Hey, Diane's over.
Hold
on. Barbi Cologne, I did a show. Yeah. It was in Brooklyn back in the day. Mm-hmm. It was a all lesbian gay show. I was the only straight dude in there.
Oh, wow.
But it was a bunch of the studs, a lot of Tony Birds, right? And here's the first problem. Before the show started, all the studs, it was like a stud convention.
Okay.
It was about 20 of them. It was about 20 of them. Every Handle Fitness. They had the haircuts, the whole thing, because the studs, they love to look fresh all the time. Nice and all towns and the jeans and all that.
Look like little guys.
Look like guys. Here's the first thing, Senny. Yeah. They all gave me the dirtiest looks because I actually came in there as a man.
Right.
Now, but was I offended by it? No. I had a job to do. It was a gay show, Danielle.
Right.
All the comedians were gay. I was the only heterosexual person in the room and comedian. All the gay comedians on this show had nothing but bashing heterosexual jokes. How men want vagina, and that was strange to them kind of a joke. I'm sitting in the back like, wow. I could have walked out. I could have said, no, I'm not doing this. I thought half of the jokes were bad.
Right.
But they had that right in that forum to do that. And I got on stage and I tore all their asses up. Especially the studs. You know I got on them.
I bet. I know you did. Was they mad?
Yeah, they were mad. But see, you can flip that both ways. The LGBT community, which we all love and respect, trust me, they cipher too talking ish.
Oh, of course they are.
Trust me. So when you yell at Dave Chappelle and all of this, knock it off, bro.
Sis.
And sis. And dude. And her.
And him.
And she.
He.
Go ahead, Diane.
They.
And they.
That's Danielle. I mean, we try to
listen. You already.
all the pronouns out,
I say before? Thank God for the LGBT community because you're making plumbers millionaires. We gotta add another bathroom. So now you gotta add another bathroom. You got all that piping. You got the work. You got the carpenters. You got the sheetrock. You got the delivery guys. What else do you want? So you want Dave Chappelle to shut the F up?
No, he said whatever.
What think about the plumbers?
But one thing about Dave Chappelle, he will cancel himself. Didn't he walk away from millions and millions of dollars?
And we was all on his
That's what he
movement
said.
day.
Right. He don't care. He really don't care.
I said that to Senny the other day.
Like, he canceled himself before.
Everybody, Danielle's on the phone. Go ahead. God bless you.
Good morning, guys. So I think that the problem that I have with it is that that media cut and paste the snippets of his show and not actually play the whole thing. And of course, they can't play the whole thing. And of course, media is going to play what's going to get them the most buzz, right?
Right.
What's going to make somebody look crazy or in a negative light. And people actually are going by that instead of just watching it. I was like, let me watch it because media and social media is hyping it up about this one part. Let me see if Dave Chappelle is being spicy. Let me see if he acting crazy, right? I love Dave Chappelle, right? I watched it and was like, that's it? He didn't say anything, in my opinion. He didn't say anything wrong. As a matter of fact, he tied it all in at the end. I love how comedians could say a joke or a scenario and tie it in at the end. And that's just what he did. He just talked about people, I'm not going to give it away, but just talking about people being human. And he actually praised a transsexual who was a comedian who had committed suicide, and the things he did for this person's child and the family. He wasn't bashing. He was being Dave Chappelle. He was giving you the real. He was giving you his raw and uncut, honest opinion of things. And it just spun out of control by that one clip of what he said.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
That's usually
it.
what happens.
And nobody, and a lot of people will just go by that and not. Yeah, a lot of people are just going to go by that and not watch it. It was actually, it was classic Dave Chappelle, and I don't feel that, if you don't like it, you can always turn. You can turn it off, but I just suggest people watch it instead of going by what social media and what the media and the news is saying, because it was so much more than that. It was so much more than that. I was like, they getting on him about this? This is light work.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
So.
Let me get on one of those specials and talk crap. You really be protesting.
Right.
But listen. Thank you, Diane. Danielle. Thank you so much.
You always calling me Diane.
I know
Who
this.
is that?
Diane, I'm thinking about Diane Hall and Diane Antley in the corner.
Hi, Diane Hall. Good morning.
Yeah, that's when I do that.
But yeah, that's all I call to say. Like, just people just watch it. I follow a lot of people on social media, different genres, different people, trans people, and one of my favorite trans people is like, I ain't watching it, I ain't looking at it, but hashtag Dave Chappelle and add Dave Chappelle. Like, I don't know if you want attention. I don't know if you want some type of accolades, but if you did not watch it, you can't go by nobody else's opinion.
You talk about Madison.
You gotta watch it.
And you know what? And you know what? Listen, LGBT community, you already.
Or you don't have to watch it.
Right.
I mean, it's up to you. But don't assume and not watch it. I don't do that.
Yeah, I think somebody should watch it for themselves.
Yeah, we're gonna play that. We're gonna play that
I'm gonna watch
clip
it tonight because I'm off. I got some time.
I'm gonna play the clip.
And it's so crazy because they looped that clip over and over again and made people so angry. And I think that's what they wanted. And I agree with Dave Chappelle. I don't give a damn. I got paid already.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't watch my whole special.
Yeah.
You didn't see how I tied it in. You didn't see how, I made everybody human.
Yeah.
Not just trans, not just black, not just a woman, not just a man, everybody. So
thank you, Danielle, for clearing all this up. We're gonna play a clip. And again, if you don't like it, it's a bad joke to you. You're feeling it, fine. But if you're gonna take down his special, let's take down all the gay material. Let's take it all down. All the ATL. Let's take it all down.
How does that
Take it all down?
How is taking down all the gay material the same?
Because they want to cancel him. You said it in your report. They want
but
they want to cancel. So if you want to cancel Dave Chappelle,
but that's not taking down all the gay material.
Yeah, but if you want to cancel Dave Chappelle, cancel. If people are offended by it, and then I'm offended by a show on TV, not just take it down. So it's a comparison to just me just not watching it. All right, Danielle. God bless you.
Thank you, guys. God bless you. Y'all have a good one.
Senny, what else you got?
Yes.
B-Love at 8:15.
Lala Anthony is speaking out publicly for the first time about her divorce from Carmelo Anthony. Lala opened up and finally broke her silence about her split with Carmelo in a recent interview with Angie Martinez. She got candid saying, like, to a lot of people, it feels like this single thing is new. Like, it's been years now that we've been separated, so I've dealt with the emotions behind it, and I still have my moments, but for the most part, I can talk about it now and laugh about it and find the humor in it all. She continued explaining that if she didn't, she would be a basket case, and how she already went through all of that. She claims filing for divorce became so bad because it was public. She said it was bad because there were other people involved. It was bad because there were allegations. It got bad. She said, if you recall, shortly after it was announced she filed for divorce in June after 11 years of marriage, a woman claimed she had twins with Carmelo. The woman spoke out and alleged that she felt like she's been living a whole lie, and claims she went as far as denying pregnancy rumors to her family and close friends about the twins to protect Carmelo and his family. The woman also claimed that she wanted the twins to have a relationship with him, and that she was open to speaking with Lala regarding the situation. So, I guess shout out to Lala for being transparent, but I believe that she I think she was keeping this all under the wraps because she was trying to work it out. And I think she found out about the twins and was like, oh, hell no. Because as you know, Carmelo still has another kid with some little girl out there in L.A.
It's a little girl?
That nobody talks about.
He has a little girl by some.
She's young. She's like 20-something.
So she's an adult.
She whatever.
All right. So,
you know how we do these little
Lala Anthony out here
see, and that
cheating?
No,
pressure?
No.
You can't do anything.
No, you can't. No.
You can't be anything.
No. Hear me out.
These men will do anything out here.
Let me tell you
but
something.
I guess you know what? He can do that because he has options, because he has money.
Yes.
So it's allowed.
Yeah. So the thing is this. Carmelo, I would definitely put the SEAL team on
the SEAL team.
Lala Anthony. Barbi, would you like to watch?
No, thank you.
Senny, would you participate in a SEAL team session with Lala Anderson? That's my first question before we get
Lala Anthony.
And Lala Anthony.
What you in name today?
Lala Anthony, would you participate in a little SEAL team fun?
Yeah.
Okay. So we would need Princess, and we would need Mr. Sensational.
Lala and Kim Kardashian, they're besties too.
Okay, so
they probably already did that.
So Senny, before we get into that, what would be the game plan for Lala?
Y'all go.
Do we Lala? Do we get the red ball? I mean, or do we leave it home? Or do we let Princess run this thing? Or do you want Harvey to do it?
Gagging again?
Huh? A lot of gagging. Senny, what's the game plan for Lala? Come on, Senny. This is the second game you ever play.
City.
What's the problem with you? Are you the head coach of East Stroudsburg North? What type of coach are you?
I'm more of an in the moment.
She's spontaneous.
We don't have a game plan.
She gonna go with the flow, Shawn.
You take the top, I'll take the bottom.
All right. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Who goes in first, though? I just want to know.
This is who's hung all that trash.
This is Senny.
I'm going in first because you guys get nasty.
Okay, so
get in and get out.
It's all nasty.
All right, so I tell you what.
It's supposed to be nasty.
I tell you what. This is the game plan. You go in first, right? You survey the landscape, right? And once you survey the landscape, right? Princess, myself, and Mr. Sensational Real Holler will come in and do a demolition job on that landscape, right? And then we'll finish up with Devern Mathis with a little square session just to get all the dust out the way. How about that?
Get all the dust out the way.
Now,
Sounds like a plan.
now as per our last conversation with this, right? As per, hold on, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Turn your device down, Bernadette. Just turn that real quick. Senny, as per our last conversation with Carmelo Anthony, you can forget about me bashing him. That ain't never gonna happen. Carmelo Anthony, and remember I performed with the New York Knicks with the New York King talent.
Oh yeah.
And I walked out of there with almost $5,000 in DVD sales because they bought the DVD was $10. They bought it all for $50. And Carmelo went into that freaking pocket. Him and Kenyon Martin, they went into that pocket. They pulled out like a wad of thousands of dollars in their pockets, and they just bought things. Look, listen, I was almost 2 minutes away from playing with his balls. So I understand the fact that the attraction of these women that are out here willing to surf on the slung is something that is too hard to bear. Though? It's too hard to bear. It's too hard.
Sure, okay,
so
you want to go out there and wear some protection.
So no, he's not going to do that.
You bringing kids and possibly diseases back to me.
Now we got B-Love on the phone. We're going to get to him, man.
Don't stop for me.
Now, Lala want to sensationalize all of effery. Because she already knew. You're right, Senny. You're right, Senny. When it was all going down, she wasn't saying that. And it had nothing to do with saving her marriage. She's just compiling information for the book, for the special, to get more coin. That's all this is. Please know that. She's not embarrassed. She is too fly and too beautiful to be embarrassed. We all love her. There's no embarrassment.
Everyone gets embarrassed, no matter how beautiful or fly you are.
She is going to walk out that luxurious apartment she live in and high step it with some stilettos to her next location. We know that about her. Lala, we love you. You have availability to all kind of songs you want. And God bless you, and go on with your life and forget. So we know that he had the 2 twins in London and the other young lady in L.A. and the other baby here and the other baby. Shawn Harvey got 5 kids. Shawn Harvey got 5 kids, 3 baby mothers without Melo's money. So don't worry about that, girl. You going out there and live your best life and make your book or do your documentary and just go on with your life. And we know, and like I said, shout out, Carmelo. My guy.
No.
My guy.
No.
All right, Senny, hold on the phone right now. I am not going to say nothing bad about it. Thank you, Carmelo, for paying my rent for 6 months.
Whatever, Shawn.
Right now on the phone, a good friend of mine, IG podcaster, awesome woman. Everybody start clapping. Let's go. The one and only. B-Love.
Thanks, guys.
Hey.
Good morning.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, morning.
Okay, before you get into your whole thing, what's your opinion about Dave Chappelle? Senny J doesn't want anything Dave Chappelle. She wants him right off the market. She doesn't want to see it.
I'm saying be empathetic to those that might feel.
She wants the people who stormed into the office to get their jobs back. She wants all of that. Barbi Cologne is kind of with me. If that's if you're mad, go on to the other side of the room and sip a drink of water and calm down.
You'll be all right.
What is your opinion, B-Love, on the Dave Chappelle situation?
Well, first of all, thank you guys so much for having me this morning. I'm so excited to be on with you guys. Senny, I love your expressions. You just kill me, so let's get it. So I actually felt like how Senny felt on the last special. I felt like, he could just really be insensitive. And, when I had to sit down, I was talking to my 21-year-old about it because these are the intelligent conversations we have. And he was like, Mom, I watched it and it was a little edgy. There were a few things that I kind of felt on the fence about. And I said, I kind of felt the same way too. I said, but then I watched it and I was like, he's a comedian. And that's what comedians do. They say inappropriate things. To your point, and I just want to say this. I just want to know when we can get back to being Americans, free Americans who had opinions and a voice and, people would be like, whatever, you crazy, or you could feel the way that you felt without people coming at you, and it has to be a side.
Well,
jokes are just that. They're jokes.
I agree.
Right. Well, no, those days, the whole American thing, forget about that. We don't live in that society no more. I'm sorry to say that's done. This country's too opinionated and also too polarized to have any kind of camaraderie with anything at this moment. We're more subjected to canceling everything than to go back to this American way back in 2006 or whatever. I think those days don't exist. But before we get into your whole topic, what do you think about B-Love's on the phone, guys? What do you think about Carmelo? Because Senny's already a bona fide, certified man basher. She's actually a longshoreman rep union for the women's bashers of America. Men ain't ish society. There's nobody, not even me. To Senny, I ain't ish. I get it. At least she's consistent. No. At least she's consistent, and I respect her. Barbi is still in a fantasy stage, but she's also a realist at the same time. She still does have a glimmering hope of love, but it's being contaminated by the beast that's sitting next to her. And I don't want that to happen to her because if she keep listening to that scene, that's why I always want Barbi, come on over to Harvey's house.
You don't want her under the
Barbi is
influence,
still on the fence. Barbi's still on the fence with love. Barbi, you're in the middle right now of heaven and hell.
Damn.
I want you to come over here. Now, I say all this to say that, of course, we know, like I said, I ain't going to say nothing bad about Carmelo. Thank you for paying my rent. What is your take on Lala and all of a sudden now coming out sensationalizing?
I think you summed it up perfectly. Lala, go ahead and have your day at the spa, girl, and go be fabulous. Okay. She got a crap load of money. She has her own career. Do your thing. And Carmelo, go ahead and keep smashing. Just bag up. Like, y'all haven't learned y'all lesson yet. So that's all I have to say about that.
Now, y'all guys know my journey, community penis back in the 80s and 90s when my penis was working back in the day. My question to you is this: what is your level of tolerance with us men when it comes down to? Senny, I'll ask you first. What's your? I'm not gonna ask you. I'm not gonna ask you. What is your level of tolerance, B-Love, if you was in a relationship with a man? Let's make it a hypothetical, and the man cheated, not have a baby, no. Let's not go to that extreme, even though Harvey's done that as well. But what is your level of forgiveness or to a man who Senny, calm down. Senny's catching seizures over there. What is your level of forgiveness or pay? Like, if your man cheated on you and it's all out and is that an immediate relationship's over, or is it maybe a work in progress and we can get past this? What's your beliefs on this?
Oh my goodness, that's a great question. But before I answer that question, let me talk a little bit about my platform because it speaks to what my answer is going to be. Okay. So LGL, I have a little platform on Instagram called LGL Real Talk. I do it every Wednesday at 6:00, and LGL stands for Little Girl Lost, Little Boys Lost, Grown Folks Lost, and that's basically people who don't know their worth. When you don't know your worth, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything, and you allow a lot of things that you shouldn't. Okay. So myself being a little girl lost, I created this space because we grew up in a generation, Shawn, and we talked about this, where we didn't talk about anything, right? So relationships was one of those things that we definitely didn't talk about. And, today, I think that it really comes down to the relationship that you're in. Little girl lost. Now, I myself am crossing into grown woman found, right? So I have a little bit different views on certain things like this. To me, it comes down to the relationship. When you know your partner, if you know what your partner is capable of, you know what your partner is going to do, what they're not going to do. And at this stage of the game, if you're cheating, you have to kind of ask why. And we don't do that. It's like, oh, you cheated on me, you violated the relationship. Well, something had to get somebody there, because women cheat too. And when they do, it's asking, why? How did we get here? Then you got to figure out if you love them enough to stay in it and figure it out and work it out and forgive and do all of those things, because you never forget.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's like, how do you want to move forward? So cheating, I don't know. I'd have to sit down and talk it out. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know your parts don't work as is. And a little bit of parts that are working, you want to go give them out? Like, what is happening right now?
Oh, wow.
Trippy. What's wrong with you?
Now, so is it safe to say that if you're in that place in the relationship, hey, right, B-Love's on the phone. God bless you. IG podcaster.
Thanks.
So are you saying that you're gonna give if your relationship is in that place, in that loving place, and you're right, it works both ways with men and women. But if you're in that place, are you willing to work it out? Because I think Senny, right, you're out the door, right? First cheating, you done? How far? Because they were out the door when the side chick died. They were out the door too. Both of them.
You said when a side chick died.
City,
really?
with no side chick involved. None of that. The side chick's still alive.
Yeah,
You're out the door, right?
Because
the
there's
scenario keeps changing.
Right. You're out the door, right?
Because there's just a lot that I have to.
Barbie, you're out the door, right?
Hell yeah,
okay.
leaving.
So, B-Love, are you? I mean, even if the relationship is in a loving place, you still leaving, Barbie?
Hell yeah.
Okay, Senny.
Hello, been there, done that.
Okay, Senny, loving place. You're still out the door?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Been there, done that, and bounce.
B-Love, are you
Right.
saying if you're in before we get into it, you would talk about B-Love's on the phone. If your relationship is in that loving place, are you? Barbie and Senny's out the door, but they're going through a deficit of slong right now anyway. So they got other things on their mind. And the holidays are coming up, so it's getting very pressing for the both of them.
Okay. If that's
Are
what
you
want to
saying
believe.
if you're in a loving relationship, or you're willing to work it out?
I think it depends on the relationship. I think it depends on the violation. I think that's another thing that men don't understand from a woman's perspective.
Right.
Certain things you do, we can't go back from. So I think it's the level.
When you say violations, we're clearing this up for the men and the women. When you talk about violations, boy, it sounds like a parking ticket. Like, what would be the violation? Like the SEAL team? Like, what would be a violation for you? Cindy, hold on. Cindy, what would be a violation for you? I mean, I know putting slong.
Like a parking ticket.
I mean, putting slong in another vagina. Of course, that's a violation. I was there. But what would be like a violation? Like,
I think I don't know. A lot would constitute for cheating for me. Like, even if you're like having conversations, like
That's how it starts.
if you're giving committed energy
Right.
to another female, whether that be phone calls,
Right.
texting, meetups,
Right.
or actual intercourse.
right? Those are all violations
Those are all violations
that you can't come back from.
Yes.
So
that you
what if
can't
there
come
was?
back
But
from.
what if there was a?
Because when are you going to do it again? Because
Okay.
obviously you can't communicate. There's something
exactly.
there's a problem that you're having a problem telling me.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
not, and I don't know what you can do in the future that will make me secure enough to believe that if this problem or whatever you're feeling inside again that you haven't communicated to me arises again, that you won't instead of turning to me to fix it, that you're just going to lean on your coworker,
Okay.
your
all
friend,
right.
Exactly.
Then let me throw this
boy's
one.
girl.
Then let me throw this one at
I
you,
got
and let
time
me
for
throw this
that.
one to B-Love. Let me throw this one at you, and the same question goes back to everybody. What if the violation was? What if the violation? I'm just throwing it out. What if the violation was just corresponding through? Hold on, corresponding that energy that Cindy's talk about, corresponding in inboxes via text or phone calls, but not doing the ultimate violation with slong exchange with vagina. Is that, Cindy, would that be, B-Love, would that be a violation to end a relationship if your man was just corresponding? It didn't lead to nothing yet. with
Yet,
that energy,
keyword.
with that energy that Senny's talking about, would that be a violation for you? I mean, to end the relationship?
So again, I think we're talking about where people are in relationships to be able to make that decision. So, that texting and corresponding is emotional intimacy, right? And that's what Senny's saying. She's saying there's various levels of intimacy, and if you're giving that away, she doesn't know if she can overcome that. And I hear that part. It goes back to where my partner is. And what I'm realizing, guys, Senny, you hit it on the head, is that, we're not communicating, and not just that, we're not listening. People are not listening to one another. But when, you get to that point, it's like, what are you texting about? I have a rule when it comes to texting and phone conversations with any man that's married, engaged, whatever, and, figuring it out, whatever your story is that's not single and available.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
if
I know.
You can't have a conversation with me with the same way as if your wife was standing right next to you.
Right.
Then anything that you're saying is inappropriate.
I agree.
Well, I know one thing. Since I've been married, my inbox done dried up. But the question is this. But the question is this, though. Again, back to the question.
Back to the question.
She's
no,
saying
back
it
to the question.
depends. It depends on what you're in the thing.
Say you're in this relationship. Say you're in this loving relationship, and your man or your husband is corresponding with a woman via this text message, call, or whatever.
You
find out about it. You find out. You find out about. You find out. You find out about it. Is this termination of the relationship? Because the way Senny is saying that's also a termination of a relationship. Would you terminate the relationship with just pure correspondence? Hello?
I can't hear you.
Would you terminate the relationship with just pure correspondence without anything?
It depends on the correspondence. It depends on what's going back and forth.
Okay.
If there's naked pictures going back and forth, if there's inappropriate conversation going back and forth, where it's like, things that you shouldn't be saying to someone that's not your wife or your partner, then yeah, I would have issue with that. And I'd have to understand why. Because to her point, and this is the part you guys don't get, we can forgive, but we don't forget.
Right.
And at the end of the day, that little seed is planted in the back of my head.
Right.
That you've already crossed that line. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to go into what the next line is, but you've already crossed that line.
Ooh.
That's a red flag.
Well, Well, guys, if you're dating this young lady, you already know what it is.
It's
now,
because it starts there, Shawn.
Yeah,
That's
of course. So I just want to know, because I think like some men or women, I mean, maybe they might end the relationship with just pure correspondence, and I'm talking about heavy, inappropriate correspondence, a penis pic or a vagina pic or hey baby, hi honey, without doing anything, without doing the act. Could possibly
you are doing
end.
something,
right?
But you are doing something. I think that's the part you don't understand. You are doing something.
Okay.
You are sending parts of your body to someone else that's not your wife. If that's the case,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You're sending words. And here's what what cracks me up about you men. No offense.
Here we go.
If y'all took the time to hit your own chick with these pics and these cute little things and these cute little words, I promise you, your relationship would be a lot better.
True.
But you're too busy trying to impress the next chick. Trust me, we've heard it all before.
Well,
we know.
Well, Barbie's actually talking to me.
Well, you asked the question.
Jesus Christ.
She is talking to you. You asked
So
the question.
I think, Senny, you have a friend in B-Love. There's zero tolerance over here.
But
She's over there in Senny's house. B. Right.
I didn't say that, Shawn. Don't say that. I didn't say that. I said it depends on the situation. And I said once you violate, it's hard to come back.
Right.
And those are violations. That's why they call it a violation.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree with you. Go ahead, Senny.
And she sounds very objective. And also, that's what happens. That's what people don't understand, too, about cheating sometimes, is because, okay, if you cheat, right? So you're doing it because for whatever reason, you're not fulfilled and you're unhappy in some way in what's going on, right? Unless you're just doing this for some type of adrenaline rush or whatever, right? So when that person when your significant
other, you could also
other
trip into some vagina.
Man, you better hush, Shawn.
When your significant
let me cut this down. Oh, I wasn't a good one.
Look.
Look at Dumbass over there.
Wait, what?
Barbi, look.
Sean's acting like he's falling.
He
Can you pop him, please?
Get me out of the
He's
vagina,
out of control.
y'all.
I
Get
can't
me
right
out
Get me
now.
out of the vagina. No.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna form my fist in your damn eye.
Go ahead, Senny.
So when the person when your significant other finds out that you've cheated, now you're trying it. Now the burden of like trying to fix everything is on you who cheated.
Yeah, of course.
And now you're just trying to make that other person feel better.
Yeah.
But even if you make that other person feel better, you're still not getting your needs met. Why you did it in the first place either, because you're so busy now trying to make up that you're still unhappy now too, because you don't know if that, because how is the person that cheated on you gonna give you what now in turn in their upsetness and whatever they're going through supposed to now pour into you to make you feel whole again. So it's kind of like you both are like empty now.
I totally.
And
It's hard to get back from that.
And that's why
totally.
it's best if you feel that way, just leave.
Yeah.
It cannot go back. Right,
Yeah,
it's
of course,
too much.
of course. I totally
think-
agree with you 100%. And Senny, I want you to calm down because your neck is starting to shrink up, and I
Yeah.
see every vein over there. And that vein in your forehead is starting to pop up. So Senny, calm down. You might need a session. Hold on. You need a 3-minute therapy session. I could do therapy for you. I go once a month. You need some.
Oh my God, Sean.
Now,
Will
B.
you
So
smack
because-
him, please? Somebody
Right, come here,
smack
come here,
him. I can't right now.
Now, B.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be there soon.
We need HR in here.
Right.
Can I just respond?
Yeah, go ahead. The floor is yours, and then.
Respond to. No, we talking about this. We
Okay.
don't have to. We talking about this.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
we're gonna talk about no. Oh, whoa. Okay, no, we're gonna talk about this, and then you're gonna give us your social media, and we
because I
appreciate
want to
you.
hear her.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
I gotta
So
find her.
go ahead, B. Go ahead. Everybody, B loves on the phone.
To respond, again to both ladies. First of all, nobody can make you whole. You can only give them what they give you, and I think that's been part of my journey. Is like, I'm happy by myself. I take myself out. I hang out with myself. You know what I'm saying? Even if I have to talk to myself, which I did during COVID a lot. I was like, I had to really get 100 with me. And why I say that is because, when I get to a point, if my man is cheated, if he's texted, if he's done something that's inappropriate, now I have to sit down and see, meet myself as the woman that I am and say, number one, there's two sides to it. Relationships are dual-sided. So you can't just say he cheated, and so now he has to do all the work to fix it, and so he has to do all of this to make me whole. No, he cheated because there was a breakdown in communication between both of y'all, or he's just a selfish a-hole,
Right.
which is usually the case.
Yep.
But
in both ways.
cases where it isn't, there's a breakdown there. And we as women have to be responsible for our part in that breakdown and figure out how, if we can, what our part is, what we can do to fix it. And if it turns out that he's just a selfish a-hole, you have to figure out whether or not you want to stay.
Okay. Now, hold on. All right. So, guys, we missed 2 breaks. Crystal's going to be pissed off. Listen, B. Let's clap for Peter. Jesus Christ. Let's clap for her. All right, listen, what I need to do, if you don't mind, give everyone your social media. We'll post it in the group room, and I definitely appreciate you calling, and thank you so much. You thoroughly entertained the group, and thank you. So please, if you don't mind, give us your social media, and we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and shout out the room.
Okay, definitely. LGL Real Talk on Instagram.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So let's clap for it, B-Love.
Yes.
God bless you, man. We see you the next time, man. We really appreciate you. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll shout out the room. Sorry, Crystal. My fault.
It's okay, it's alright. I got something you gon' like. We gon' set your day on fire. Get your morning started right. It's okay, it's alright. I got something you gon' like. We gon' set your day on fire. Get your morning started right.
morning here in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live to you from right now. It's about 57 degrees, going up to a high of 72 today. Cloudy still, but the sun is going to make a little appearance around noon. That's the weather I have for you all. What's it looking like where you are? Barbi Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J, where you get your morning started right.
Get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Hey, guess what, guys? Put your hearts in the chat room. We're going to show you guys some love. Then after that, Senny says it in Harvey's House of Sports. We're going to get out of here. So we want to show you guys some love in the chat room. Put your hearts in the chat room. All our creepers out there, we love you to death. Cats, folks that are listening to the show that's not in the chat room or in the chat room or just listening to the show on all our multiple platforms. We appreciate you. Shout out to you guys. Now for all stars in the chat room, we want to show you guys some love. And on a Turned Up Tuesday.
Hey,
oh, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? Senny, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts come on.
Turn down for what?
For what?
For what?
For what?
For what? For what?
Turn down for what?
For what? Hey, for what?
One more time, guys. Show some love. Oh, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? Senny, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Oh, where the hearts come on.
Turn down for what?
For what? For what? For what? For what? For what? For what?
Turn down for what? For what?
Hey.
For what?
Hey.
Oh, yes. We have Youngernut in the building. What's up, Youngernut? Good morning. Shout out to Tiffany Klosig. Hey, girl. Julius Galashaw is here. What's up, Julius? LaShawn Hayes Jones is in the building. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, LaShawn.
Marcus, Mr. One Emoji Johnson is here. Hey, Marcus. Good morning.
Hey, Marcus.
Shout out to Zakeet Chambers on IG. Michael Fannin. Don Rob 1 is on IG. Good morning. Hey. Lee Scott is in the building. Hey, Lee. How's the family? Hey. What little beautiful baby girl. Shout out to Nicole Harris. Hey, Nicole. Good morning to you. Shout out to Marilyn Shields. Hey, Marilyn. Good morning.
Marilyn will be calling in tomorrow, guys. She's going to be calling.
Yes, she'll be calling tomorrow. Miss Ray For Real is on IG. Good morning. Mary D, Lady of the House, is on IG. Good morning. Vanetta George is here. Hey, girl. Hey. Good morning. Dara Jackson is in the building. Marcus Kizzy is here. Hey, Marcus. Good morning to you. Shout out to Tanya Lynette. Hey, girl. Hey. Good morning. Kickstands Up magazine is on IG. Hey, guys. Valerie Thomas is in the building. What's up, Valerie? Hey, girl. Hey. Fragrance of Fedoris is here. Hey, Corey. Good morning. Alan Swaff McAllister is in the building. What's up? How are you today? Danielle Williams is here. Hey, Danielle. What's up, Danny girl? Good morning. Hey. Dan Fury is on IG. Hey, Dan. Good morning to you. Randy Montgomery is here. Hey, Randy. Jada X just joined on IG. Hey, Jada. Shamika Love is in the building. What's up, Shamika?
Hey, girl.
Sonia Murray is here. Hey, Sonia. Princess Cox. Good morning, Mr. Robinson. Hey, boo. Good morning.
Oh, my God. Yesterday,
What?
I was driving, right? And I don't know where I was, somewhere in Allentown. And there's this sign, like a billboard. And it said, "Here's to you, Mr. Robinson." And it had a, what is it? Jackie Robinson on there. And it was like, a poster about like character or whatever. Yeah. I just started busting out laughing. I was like, Brennan. I wish I could have taken a picture, but it was funny.
Hold on, Barbi. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny Barbi. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Who's this?
Hi, this is Narendra.
Narendra.
Hi.
Come on, let's go.
This is my
Narendra.
first time calling in.
All right, yes.
Hey, girl.
Let's clap for her.
Good morning.
Hey, y'all.
How did you hear about the show?
Oh, well, you know what? I believe my sister Saja was on there one time before for Saja's Beauty Bar over
Okay.
in
Oh
Broadheadsville,
yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
that's
Good.
awesome.
Definitely. And I do catch it when I can. Usually I'm busy because it's the mommy day. You know, it
Oh yeah.
starts early when you start
Right.
doing things. I have twin boys
Oh
Okay.
wow.
and getting them out the door is interesting. But the topic this time was cracking me up. Is it about cheating? And, and texting and calls. And I had been in a similar situation before
Yeah.
with someone whom I was seeing. I don't give relationship status easily. I think that's the most, when we get married, I've been married, relationships you've been in. Now I actually take my time before I even give out that status that we're in a relationship because there's always signs that let you know ahead of time that something's going on. And I think we don't pay attention to the signs ahead of time, the red flags.
Right.
So
Right.
I definitely just don't give out the status of we're in a relationship because to get that, you have to go and jump hoops and go far. You have to show that you're trustworthy enough to even get that status because that's taking people off the market.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
I don't
Yeah,
like
that's
to be
true.
taken off the market
Right.
unless it's
Well, you can.
I know
Right.
that's
No,
right.
well, listen. You could take yourself
Holding me
off.
up.
You could take yourself off the market, and you could put yourself back in. Okay, so that's not that's evidently that's happened to one of the coworkers over here. Don't worry about that.
definitely what?
That's what I'm saying. That it's for both of them. It's okay.
Sure, you is real
It's
disrespectful.
it's okay.
Okay.
I'm
It's
off
it's
the market. I'm
it's
cheating.
it's okay.
HR.
It's okay.
You
to
can take
re-
you can take yourself off the market and put yourself
Yes, you
back
can do
on. You
that. You
can
can
do
do
these things, but there's
course.
signs to it. And
And I agree with you.
as far as with guys, I mean,
And women, though women too, women
And
too,
women.
too.
But it's mostly men.
Yeah, but
It's
women
mostly
as well.
men.
But women as well. You have to throw.
Mostly
Yeah,
men.
but you have to throw women in
I
there. It's
don't know,
not.
I was
It's not
I was
100% men and 0% women. It's
99%
not. No, it's
men,
not.
1% women.
It's I would say 60, 40, 70, 30.
you lie.
So let's throw the women in there now. Of course. So. All right, yeah. If that's your process to get you where you need to be, I totally respect that. If you have to wait and
definitely
wait
I'm
and
more
wait and wait.
spiritual with it. I'm more spiritual with it. You always will see signs. I just kind of flow. I was in a relationship. A gentleman kept saying I was cheating on him. And you know how it is. If someone says you're cheating, it's usually because they're doing that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did not focus on that. I'm not the one. My father always told me you go through someone's wallet, you're going to find what you're looking for.
Right.
So I
Or a cell
don't do
phone.
things like that. That's disrespectful and rude. I wouldn't want someone to do it to me.
Right.
So the universe will let me know from the jump what's going on, and I'll just carry on with my life.
Right.
So I
but-
just carry on, my usual. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to show you that I'm sensing something. If I let you know, I let you know.
yeah.
After the
but-
conversation, when we had parted ways, years later, he apologized to me and said, you know what? That wasn't your car. At the place that I thought it was someone else's car. It resembled yours, but other people kept in his ear. And people do that when they see you're happy. They don't want you to be happy, and they'll throw it off. So, I kept it moving, So as far as relationships, I don't like that women will tend to go into a relationship quickly with a man as soon as they you got to come with a lot more than just, a couple of kind words and dates and here and there and tossing some ducats because you make your own money. There's really no need,
Well, hold
but
on a
as far as
second. Hold on.
texting and pictures and we all have sent some pictures.
Well, hold on a second. I appreciate your patience and your open-mindedness. You said, it takes time. I don't know. There's a lot. We don't have a lot of time. Armageddon's coming next year anyway.
You know what, Shawn?
And there's not a lot of time on the landscape. But I sense that with you, like being like, say if you and I was in a relationship, I believe that, and all women, and especially women have their radars up, the antennas up,
antennas be
just the
up.
just the normal antenna, right? I think you have like underground cable wire in your head. I think that you are just super sensitive. Soon as you jump into a relationship, is your guards up like 100% through the whole situation? Because that's what I'm getting from you.
For me?
Yeah, from you.
I've been told that operate in a different energy where I don't give that much emotion out. There's really no need.
Yeah.
I just kind of flow with it nicely. Like if it just don't work, it just don't work. I'm not one of those people anymore. Oh, we got to make this relationship work, or we can make it. No, there's no making. If it
Yeah, of
worked,
course.
it worked.
I agree with you.
That's just it. So as far as guards up, it's not that my guards or I have any underground wiring. I'm just like, I just pay attention to detail. I have to. And if you show me signs that your tones change or something, I mean, you could even tell if your man is cheating on you, because even in the bedroom, his pattern of his rhythm will be different. That's how I feel. So
yeah, you want
Everything
to
will be
hold on.
different.
You're one of those. So like, if you and I was in a relationship and we were sleeping, you would probably be up staring at me while I'm sleeping.
we are not in a relationship, Sean.
No, I'm just saying if we were. I didn't hear what I
We
said.
would not.
If you and I were in a relationship and we were sleeping together, you would be staring with Barbie. She'd be staring at me.
I just
She'd be
see
staring
his
at me at 3
levels-
o'clock
his
in the morning,
levels.
counting the hair in my nose to see if I'm cheating or not.
I'm saying no.
He
I'm
had
saying you drop
17
in
hairs
levels.
last night.
You
got
drop in
15
levels.
today.
You could be on level 10 with me, and you will get the full package, and then you just drop.
Okay.
9, 8, 7, 6, and you're going to be wondering why things are changing and why you're not getting that energy anymore.
Right.
Yet I've already shut off.
Well, you
So
know what?
it's good enough for me.
Well, you know what? I appreciate you calling in, and that was
Thank you,
some
guys.
great
This
insight.
was wonderful.
Well, listen. If you can't
back
listen,
tomorrow,
if you
girl.
can't listen, have your other friends listen as well. So we appreciate
I
you so much,
definitely will.
and thank you so much for the call.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy.
All right, go ahead.
Good
Bye.
one. Natalie Wright just popped in. Good morning, Natalie.
Natalie,
Hey,
how you
Natalie.
feeling? How you feeling, Natalie?
Natalie, come up here on the 17th.
Yes, girl.
What are you doing? Just come.
Y'all come to the comedy show. Cousin Dixon, you should have came. Come back this weekend. You can come to the comedy show.
Yes, it's gonna be lit.
William Dixon.
You guys shouldn't be using the words like "come" and "huge" and "come back."
Oh
You
my God!
really should be using these
Get
type
your
of.
mind out together.
You really should be using these type of words. Go ahead, Barry. Who else?
All right, W Edition, join us on Sunday at 5
Yeah,
p.m. for the comedy show. It's going to be a hoot.
What time is it at?
5 p.m.
Yeah.
Doors open 6 p.m.
She said huge.
I always
Jesus
come
Christ.
at like 7.
You haven't.
You always be late. Be missing every day.
And you haven't done that since last October.
All right, 5. That's so early, I feel like.
It's a Sunday. People got to work the next day. So
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
right. That's
that's
right.
why we
I think
do it.
me
That's
and
why it's
Vanetta
done.
argued about that because it was like 3 o'clock one time. She's like, "All right, I'm gonna come pick you up." I'm like, "Why are you coming so?"
Yeah.
She's like, "We have to be there at 5."
And you got to drive down from the mountain. Well,
Not
you
only
have to
that,
come before,
that's why I made the time that
So
time so
5.
people can go,
5.
come
Be
out
there at
early
5.
and they be back home early. Cindy.
5:45, Cindy.
No, because it's
Sorry.
all about Cindy. Go ahead.
5.
Go
Show
ahead.
starts
Who
at
else in the
6.
chat room?
Chosen Q just joined on Instagram. Hey,
always about
Bernadette
you.
Vidal. Be love. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, be love.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you were going to be in Vegas on Sunday. I forgot, cousin. Yes, you did tell me that. The Godfather Solo Tracy Ray is here. What's up, Tracy? Good morning. Shout out to Trina Pinker. Hey, Trina. Nelson Adrian is here. D-Lo was in the building. What's up, D-Lo? Good morning.
Hey, D-Lo.
Who else is here? Dave Bless Johnson is on IG. Hello, Dave Bless Johnson. Diane Hall. We said a Diane Hall. Hey. Good morning. LaShawn Oliver. Hey, bestie bub. Good morning to you. Super 812 is on IG. Hey, Super 812. Good morning. The real Sakina Scott is here. Lynette Serrano was in the building. There go your tea girl. Hey.
Hey, Lynette.
Good morning. A big sexy 82 was on IG. Hey, big sexy. Narinda Lotta, hey girl, and Andre X. Good morning to everyone. If you want to get your name shouted out, just come on in here and say hey. We can get your name on the show. That's all.
Yes, we truly appreciate you guys. We definitely want to make sure you follow us, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on Facebook. Make sure you like our page. We also have a group page that's on Facebook. Super funny, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team group, and it's popping. Make sure you also follow us on YouTube. Subscribe, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. We're on iHeartRadio platform. Like it on there. Like this video. Throw it on your wall. Shout out to Crystal Roney and Angel Johnson out there, Comedy World Net. Make sure you guys go follow them, and you can watch us on there as well. That's what we have for you.
Thank you so much, Senny. I appreciate that. So let's, guys, let's go. Remember, big show this Sunday at the IMU, 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. Rob Stapleton, New York King of Comedy, HBO, Def Jam, BET's Comic View, also Comedy Central, and the king of the Bad Boy of Comedy, Bad Boys of Comedy, and the executive producer of the movie The Stuff, Rob Stapleton, who stars in that movie, will be at the IMU this Sunday, 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. Doors open up at 5 p.m. Showtime 6, guys, and after party by Will Track. So you don't want to miss this. We got a lot of folks coming out. Let's have a great time at the IMU. One more thing. So we have. I just want to make a quick announcement. And this is it. I ain't gonna announce it no more. Okay, so I had some free passes. All the free passes are done already for the December 18th show at the King's Theater in Brooklyn, New York. They gave me some passes because I know Roxanne Shante came out and she didn't show up, and we was going to put a bonus show together. We're going to try to get her back out here, but I did honor as much as the tickets as I could that the management released to me to give to folks to come down to the Brooklyn to the King's Theater. So those folks know who they are. If you didn't get the ticket, I'll put you on another show free. It's on me. Don't worry about it. But I only had limited tickets. I couldn't give the whole room the tickets. So we'll make it up with another dope show. We got some big acts coming in December, January, and February. And if you missed the Kings Theater ticket, I'll put you on that ticket. So we're working hard to make it right. I gave away almost 50 passes, and that's it. I'm done. They just didn't give me any more. So we appreciate you. For those in the chat room, y'all know I reached out to you guys. For that, and that's done. So now the ticket is $39.99 if you do want to go to the King's Theater, and up to $79, and the VIP is already sold out, so it's done. So that's December the 18th, Brooklyn, New York, King's Theater, Grand Poobah, Roxanne Shante, Nice and Smooth, a bunch of R&B acts, and we have comedians on there as well. Myself, Shawn Harvey, Ray DeJean, Brooklyn Mike, and the hilarious Hamburger, hosted by Talent. So King's Theater, December the 18th, Brooklyn, New York. So if you need a ticket, come on, reach out to me. Those who got the passes, thank you so much. Those who didn't get the pass, I'll put you on another show. And I appreciate you guys for your patience on that. I mean, if I was running the whole thing, you know what it is. But this is not my event, so I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you. One more thing real quick, the Experience Antigua Takeover, that's July 21st through the 25th, 2022. Presidential suites, butler suites, swim outs, junior rooms. The place, we took over the whole hotel. We're expecting 600 people. Please hit me up, 570-982-6950, and join us in Antigua. That's July 21st through the 25th, 2022. Next Saturday, I'm in Philadelphia. Danielle, come on out. I'll be in Philadelphia next Saturday. We'll let everybody know. No, this Saturday. Let everybody know where. So thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys on Sunday at the IMU. Let's go. Front page news, Senny J Sports, and then we out of here. We're going to spin the show for a minute. We appreciate y'all. Front page news, y'all, with Senny J. Hey, front page news, Y, S to the E, double N-Y, and you can't deny, ha, we got the front page news, y'all, we got the facts, y'all, we not the whack, y'all, that's Senny J. Hey, S to the E, double N-Y, and she always look fly, and you can't deny, because she got the news, she don't even try. God bless.
Yes, God bless. A shout from Page News, Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
No, it's King. The King.
Well, shout out to him. I mean, I'm feeling him right now.
So before you say, I mean, it's Robbie, but moving forward, announce him as the King.
You doing too much on
him, King DeSantis, and King Abbott. Go ahead.
King Abbott bars all COVID-19 vaccine mandates in the state, ripping Biden for bullying. Responding to what he called bullying by the Biden administration, on Monday, King Abbott barred all COVID-19 vaccine mandates in the state by any entity, including private employers. This move sets him up for a clash with President Joe Biden, a Democrat who last month called on businesses nationwide to order their workers to be vaccinated or lose their jobs. At least several thousand people have since been fired or refusing for refusing to comply. In another instance of federal overreach, the Biden administration is now bullying many private entities into imposing COVID-19 vaccine mandates, causing workforce disruptions that threaten Texas's continued recovery from the COVID-19 disaster. The White House has had no immediate comment. The order states that no entity in Texas could compel proof of vaccination by any individual, including employees or customers. He called on state lawmakers to take up the issue in an upcoming special session. Tech giants Facebook and Alphabet Inc.'s Google have both told employees that they would need proof of vaccination to return to their offices. Both companies employ large numbers in Texas. Fort Worth-based American Airlines, the largest U.S. carrier, last week told its 100,000 U.S.-based employees they must submit proof of full vaccination no later than November 24th or be fired. United Airlines imposed a vaccine mandate on its 60,000 employees, around 9,000 of whom are based in Texas. The company is defending a lawsuit filed in Fort Worth, and a federal judge on Wednesday will hear a request by United employees for an injunction to prevent the carrier from firing those who requested exemptions. Biden had issued this mandate in September as his administration struggled to control the pandemic, which has killed more than 700,000 Americans.
Well,
it's going down in Texas.
It's easy to say that Texas is the Senny. It would be safe to say that Texas is the bipolar state of America.
Yeah, I would agree.
I know.
You listen. You can't get an abortion, but if you're a non-vax, come on, they welcome you in open arms.
Hey, wrap it up.
What are we gonna do here? Like the King Abbott has made a proclamation that Joe is a bully. Okay, fine. And he's a bully, and Texas will open their arms and their hearts to anyone.
I need to go down to Texas.
Anyone that's non-vax. Texas opens up their house just like Harvey's. Get on a JetBlue flight, or if you want to live on the edge, on a South or West or Spirit, and take your asses down
to Texas.
I make it an announcement to all non-vax. Today is a joyous day for you.
They got the money in Texas, it seems like.
I tell you one thing, other than the abortion,
don't pay any state tax, Shawn.
Other than the abortion thing, go on and take your ass to Texas, and you can live your whole dreams in a free society. King Abbott, God bless you. You are running things in Texas with your long arm, boy, and your horse and your saddle. And you will not be intimidated by the Biden administration. And you don't have to have a stupid vax card, or you don't have to wear a stupid mask. And and they don't even allow vaccine in the state.
They don't want to hear the word vaccine.
They took the letter V out of the alphabet.
I can't.
My beloved non-vax, get your punk ass to LaGuardia, Newark, JFK, or Philadelphia International Airport, or this Allentown ABEDCBFG. Go on there and fly your ass to Austin, because they will welcome you with your open arms. Get your ass out of here. There's no excuse now. You don't even have to go to New York. You just, Senny, this is your opportunity to be next door neighbors to Lee Scott. Is Lee vaccinated? No, he doesn't want none of that juice, right?
He doesn't want none of that.
You don't want none of that heat? Great. There you go. And your abortions, you can forget about it. Yeah. There'll be no abortions, but there'll be no vaccine. Which one you want? What else you got to say?
Yeah, well, Shawn, this is, well, wait, hold on really quick before that story. This is a turned up story, I guess, a turned up Tuesday. A Wendy's manager is charged for throwing hot oil on a complaining customer.
Oh, no.
A manager of a Wendy's restaurant in Tennessee has been hit with felony assault charges after police say he dumped scalding hot oil on a customer who'd complained about cold food. The victim was rushed to a hospital and left with extensive blistering. According to local news reports, the mother of the victim, who has not been named, said that her son had returned to the drive-thru window after noticing his food was cold. I hate that. Like, y'all fast food workers, just stop. You know the food is cold. He was in the midst of getting a refund when things took a violent turn. He was like, Mom, I really thought he was going to go to the back and get my food right and bring it back. He said, it shocked me when he threw the grease on me. The manager was identified as 23-year-old Damaris E. Pritchett. Was arrested on an aggravated assault charge before later being released on a $5,000 bail. Police said Pritchett and his alleged victim had been involved in earlier disputes.
Hold on a second, Tony. Hold on. Go ahead, Senny.
Hello?
Yeah, Tony, turn your music down. 1 second. Tony, you're on the air. Tony, you're on the air. Turn the music down for a second. Turn the music down for a
Wait a
second.
minute, Sean, hold on.
Turn the music down, Tony. All right, hold on a second, Tony. Hold on a second.
I can't even.
Yeah, because you got everything on your background loud. Turn everything. Jesus.
No, I had my Bluetooth wasn't on.
Okay.
Man.
Hold on, Tony. Hold on, Tony. Everybody, my friend, hold on.
Okay, Google, turn off the music.
All right. Hold. Some real neighbor-ish going on over there.
Right.
We can't say the N-word, Tony, but some real neighbor-ish going on over there. Hold on a second, Tony. Cindy, finish the story real quick.
No, police said Pritchett and his alleged victim had been involved in earlier disputes with one another, and Pritchett had accused the unidentified customer of harassing him on numerous occasions. Okay. Come on, Damaris.
All right, yo, so listen, now, come on, you're 20, you're throwing hot grease on people. First of all, it's not even your grease, it's corporate grease. That's corporate grease. That's your first problem, and you know damn well the food was cold.
My goodness. And
don't blame your life. I always keep saying that because there's issues going on in your life. You want to project that onto somebody else and hurt them because the way you feel, that's not right. You don't throw no hot grease on nobody. Yep, pack of dogs. You get the pack of dogs. Put some some gravy on you and run you out in the pit. Now, everyone, wait real quick. My good friend, lover to death, Tony Bird is on the phone. Let's call Tony. Let's clap.
Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, what's up, people? Good morning.
Yo, Tony, listen, man, the LGBTQ community, man, yo, they tripping over Dave. And I was sharing with them, Tony, that I did a all lesbian show, right, in Brooklyn back in the day. And it was a stud convention in there, City. I never seen so many studs in one place at one time. It was about 30 of them. They were fly as hell. And I walk in there, I'm the only heterosexual man, right? And they giving me the dirty looks.
Right.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like I am the original man, my neighbor.
Right.
And
Okay.
and Tony, all the comedians were gay. I'm gonna link you up with them. They were all gay, right? And they're bashing, they doing heterosexual bashing jokes. I'm standing right there.
Right.
I get off the stage and tear they stud ass up.
Right.
And then everybody mad at Dave Chappelle. Now, Tony, who I love to death, Tony will smash anything moving on more back in the day. Tony is the fly. Tony is one of the flyest studs I know. Her gator game is better than mine.
Right. Yo, I don't wear them no more, man. You want them? I'm actually trying to sell them shits, man. It costs too much money. I'm like, yeah.
Yo, when you see Tony wear some burgundy gators with that silk shirt, she killing him with that fit. But Tony, Tony, why they mad at Dave, bro? Come on, stop it, man.
You know what, man?
Knock it off.
People, I realized, like, ever since social media came out, man, people are so sensitive. You can't say nothing. You say the wrong shit, you cancel.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. The man telling jokes, he's a comedian. You want to separate his joke. I'm not a trainee, so I don't know what it is. But I mean, they do put a lot of emphasis on the gay community. Shit is crazy.
Now, see, you're more liberal and cavalier about it. It's really, it's just jokes. when Senny over here is the polar opposite, she mad that we should shut him down. I think
I'm gonna watch.
I'm thinking.
I don't think he should be. I mean,
Yeah, you
I
do,
think
yeah.
that people should have the right to say what they want. I'm gonna watch it tonight, and I'm gonna see what I feel, because I don't think it's more so the storytelling, because I keep seeing people hear about the story of it all. It's more of like the punchlines when he said, you know, he hit the LGBTQ community right in the AIDS, things like that, or he was
funny.
comparing like the woman's vagina to something else in another part that he said. So it's like people are like saying, you know, there's different parts of it, I guess, punchlines throughout it, that maybe people feel like are unnecessary.
Now, Tony, you are in the community. You are in the community. Tony, you are in the community embedded. Are you offended by this?
Not at all.
Thank you.
It's jokes. I mean, a man can't express himself about what he see. That's what we do, right? We take what we see and we make it funny.
Right.
I mean, if the man kills somebody and they don't give no attention to that, but the minute that something in the LGBT, come on, man. It's too much, man. My God, I thought, what happened to being human?
Now that's over. That happened. We lost that in 2019. Cindy, I want to tell you a quick story.
Holy joke.
Yo, I want to tell you a quick story. Back in my single days, I had a baddie with me, Cindy. That's what you call them, baddie, right?
Right.
This is breaking news, and Tony and I was on the show. Yo, Cindy, on some real ish.
Yeah.
Tony tried to bag my little shorty, Cindy.
Oh, come on. Shawn, please. Shawn,
No, we ain't gonna say no. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Yo, Cindy, these studs, though, sometimes they come. No, to Tony. Tony, you try to.
You know how many dudes be trying to bag my girl, bro? You know how many dudes say be like, yo, you know how they be trying to bag her?
Yeah.
I think you have it worse, Tony.
No, Tony don't.
She does, because she has to constantly be challenged by men talking about, da-da-da-da-da.
No. I've seen,
the worst.
back in the day, and all this is back in the day, I seen Tony.
He's lying.
I am not lying. I've seen Tony come into comedy shows, Senny, with some joints. Okay?
As I should. Don't you come into a show with some joints?
But Senny, even though she come in the show with a joint, you might see her the next day by herself, and then I think Tony and a lot of the and God bless my stud community, they conversation is too long after hello, like. When you introduce your lady to a stud, it's like hello, how you doing? They don't keep it pushing. They stand there. They stand there. Now we gotta look at their fly ass belt. Now we gotta look at the shoes. Now we gotta check out the fresh fitted. And now they got that swag on them. And I'm saying this to you, Tony. God bless you. Bring that swag down a little bit, bro.
You know what, Shawn? Do me a favor, bro. Yeah. You bring your swag down a little bit.
That's right. Tell him, Tony. You tell him,
You know
Tony.
what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean bring my swag down? I talk too much. I don't even think Shawn, I ain't never talked to none of your women.
Senny,
all the women that you have, I ain't never talked to not one.
Senny. Back in my drinking days, she did that. Senny, and then after the show, after the show, Tony all the way around the room, high stepping, talking to all the ladies.
I don't believe you.
Hey, Shawn, check this out. As long as I've been doing comedy, check this out. As long as I have been doing comedy, I have not dealt with any woman that I've met at a show. Not one.
Let's clap for that.
Wow, that's great.
I don't do comedy. I'm not doing comedy to see what chick I could bag or what girl I could get. Nah, that's not why I do comedy.
Yeah, but Senny, come on. It's historically in the lesbian community with studs, their benchmark is how much they can slay out there in these streets.
Oh, come on, Shawn. You know what, Shawn?
Right, Senny?
Who said that?
Now, Tony is one of the most hilarious comedians in the country. Tony, we're bringing you out here. Matter of fact, Tony will be in Stratton on the 12th. We're going to bring her right down to Easton for our Christmas show on the Sunday. We're going to bring her down. Tony, I love you to death. We're in the middle of the news. where can they find you real quick? And we'll have you call back so we could chop it up.
Oh, okay, Bird Gang Comedy, BYRD. Bird Gang Comedy on Instagram. Tony Bird, TONI, BYRD. Tony with an I, Bird with a Y. That's it. Simple.
And how many pair how many pair of gators you willing to give away?
No, I didn't say I was giving away anything. I said, if you want to buy them, I'm selling them.
Okay. Well, I'll call you after the show.
All right. Thanks, Shawn.
You're a mess.
He is a mess. Yes. What was I talking about?
We're talking about King Abbott and move to Texas, and you're done.
Yeah, no. Well, no, that's it. And yes, so the next story that I have is...
We'll do sports and we're going to get out of here.
Actually, speaking of what we were talking about...
You're getting some bonus minutes, y'all.
Yeah, speaking of what we were talking about earlier, there's actually a... Oh, or do you want me to do the Kyrie Irving thing, Shawn?
Yeah, do that, and then we're going to do
the
sports.
Kyrie Irving is still not is still not vaccinated. He was puzzling fans, it seems like, by his latest tweet. The Brooklyn Nets were all set to romp to a successful campaign soon with the informed trio of Durant, Irving, and Harding. The team never looked stronger. However, due to some personal decisions made by Irving, the franchise took a late call that they wished to trade the 29-year-old. If the move goes through, the team will be left with a huge void to fill. Kyrie has not made things easy for them, and things are beginning to get very ugly. In a recent post, Kyrie has posted an image of people who seem to be dressed similar to Red Indians. In the next slide, this is on Instagram. In the next slide, there is a sphere that has directions along with elements of existence. It is quite a cryptic post and leaves fans begging for more. He has captioned the post, quote unquote, the return, which makes things even more interesting. Is there a relation with the post to Kyrie's next destination? Meanwhile, fans in the comment were left startled at the post and were left confused. They left different comments as to what he was talking about. The team's coach, Steve Nash, currently said that they are just hopeful to have Kyrie for the away games that he will be a part of, as well as team practices. Since the Nets facility is considered a private entity, they are not sanctioned by the vaccine mandate, so he can practice with the team. So they are still just holding out, but they still have their game. I think the first game is October 19th against the Milwaukee Bucks, and then they have their first home game October 24th.
Thank you so much for that follow-up before we do sports. And Kyrie Irving is my hero. These cryptic posts on Instagram is really stirring up the masses.
He also had another tweet on. He put out a tweet a few days ago. People thought it was part of a Bible verse. So.
All right, so Senny, keep us updated on Kyrie. Kyrie, I believe the team in the world has accepted your faith by the quote of Steve Nash, Senny J. He said, we hope we can at least have him on their away games. Mm-hmm. He doesn't even need the money. Hey, Kyrie, why don't you just move to Texas? But check this out. You are the person that I've been... You are that guy, bro. Boy, the B-Love said it earlier. If you don't stand for nothing, you fall for anything. Kyrie, there's no pressure. He knows that. Senny's concerned about all the pressure that you're going through. I can see him now in his mansion. He's probably got a long robe on, and he's got that beard going down to his chest, and he's probably didn't even clip his fingernails or toenails, and he's constantly reading some kind of book. And he doesn't even have Netflix. He doesn't even know nothing about Dave Chappelle or nothing right now. He's like in his little hut. He's probably got 3 yoga instructors behind him. He doesn't need a dime. Kyrie, God bless you, bro. Brooklyn Nets, welcome to your 33-game season, your 33-win season. It's over for you. Kyrie, God bless you. Don't you dare step on a basketball court. Don't even go to practice like Allen Iverson, my friend. You don't even need it. You're such a great basketball player. God bless you, Kyrie. Hold out, brother. When's that first game? Next week?
October 19th.
What's today's date? That's right around. That's right.
Well, no, he could go to that one. That's an away game.
Oh, all right. When's the first home game? Right.
October 24th.
Oh boy. And you know, guys, you know damn well he's not getting vaccinated. You know that. Even KD, Kevin Durant, and the other one, James Harden, couldn't even convince him. And that's just what you get, Brooklyn. Is the Brooklyn that's really from Brooklyn?
Where are they from, Sean?
They're from Brooklyn,
I know
but
they're
they're
from-
but they're
Are they from New Jersey?
You know, they originally was from the New York Nets, and then they moved to Jersey, and then they went to Brooklyn. But their fan base is global. Brooklyn, you screwed up on this. Scrap the whole team. Matter of fact, give Kyrie the how much is his contract? Give him the $4 billion. Give him
like $30 million.
Give him for this year. What's his overall contract? Give him his money. Give him his money.
Give him his money.
Give him all his money, bro.
Give him his coins.
Give him his coins and let him walk away.
No, don't get. If that's a rule, then you need to follow rules.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, right. He's not playing.
Right.
You can't get your coin. You're not
He
playing.
ain't playing. Yeah.
There you go. Take half your coin.
Take it. If he ain't playing in that game, if the game was supposed to have to pay him $50,000 that game or whatever it is, you keep it.
Okay, Barbie, why you doing sports? Senny, find out who owns the Brooklyn Nets. Go ahead, Barbie.
The Colts and the Ravens played yesterday. The Ravens pulled off a win in OT, 31-25, and I got to watch just a little bit of the first half, like for the first few minutes of the game.
Right.
And I thought the coach was going to like really win this game because one of the players, I couldn't catch his name because I was working. He scored like a 76-yard touchdown like in the first couple minutes, and it was looking a little rough for the Ravens yesterday in the beginning of the game. I was like, oh, they're gonna lose it, but they pulled it out in OT at 31-25 win. I was shocked.
And they played the Colts.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good game.
A couple weeks ago, John Gruden, he resigned as the Raiders head coach after more emails surfaced. A few weeks ago, John Gruden was finally paying off the Las Vegas Raiders. His team was 3-0. Well, anyway, it came to light that he had sent some emails. They was a little bit racist, some misogynistic emails, anti-gay emails throughout his years of the head coach because he was upset about some things that I don't know what you could be upset about. But it came to light just a couple weeks ago, and he has resigned from the head coach of the Raiders. I think he should have been fired. I don't think he should have had the opportunity to resign at because it was rude, wrong, and you still gonna be able to keep your money.
And who was reading these emails?
Right, I want to know who. Right,
like because he obviously felt like he could say that to these people.
Exactly,
they all need to be fired.
All of them.
What else is the story? That's the story.
That's pretty much that's the whole story.
John Grogan, right? Grogan, Super Bowl champ with the Tampa Bay. You could tell. You could look at his face. You could see all. You can see all the privilege, all the entitlement. Like if you want to put a poster of a Babylonian face, it would be his. And I say all this because he's so arrogant, he's so narcissistic, so he's stupid. First of all, you really love football, but you're very racist, and you're very stupid because you sending out emails. You're typing all of this nonsense, criticizing gay players, black players, and everyone else.
Yeah, he called Roger Goodell a effing.
Right. Well, and you know what? Roger Goodell. Roger Goodell.
Roger Goodell, the
right.
NFL commissioner.
He could be a effing whatever, but you don't email that to nobody.
Right.
That's where your lack of intelligence come in. And head coaches of football are very smart men. Right. They are very smart, man. They're smart with numbers. They was probably dope with algebra back in the day. All these numbers and all these plays and all these strategies. You have to be smart to have a job like this. He's smart, but he's stupid because he's so entitled. He's so white.
He even criticized NFL for hiring female referees. Like he was.
Well, he got a point there.
Why?
But no.
What?
No, right. See,
a female ref can't call the same plays,
exactly.
in management game the same as a male.
Yeah, exactly. So when you text, I'm not. It's just a joke. But my whole thing is that shows how stupid he is. Even if you feel this way, you have the right to feel what you feel. Don't email it. Right. Don't email it to everybody because they're gonna drop a dime on you. What they did an internal an internal review of all behaviors of folks, and they found all this out. And he just resigned. I don't know how much money he get. The team is 0-3. They ain't winning anyway, so he might as well bail out. But all that coming back to the NFL as a commentator, you're done, bro.
Yeah, he done.
We don't want you. We don't need you. You're just a freaking idiot. And you're insensitive. And I don't care if these emails were 25 years ago. You know better.
Right.
Because you've been trained to talk in the public. And you know what not to say. So this is not accidental. Because you have a pattern of being an idiot. See, who owns the Brooklyn Nets? And what else you got, Barbi?
Joseph Tsai.
How much?
He's also the owner of Alibaba. You know that internet, the internet website.
Yeah.
How much is he worth?
He's worth $9.9 billion.
Because Alibaba is
Say again. The system's not working.
9.9 billion.
Okay,
With a B.
9.9 billion.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's almost at 10 billion.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Give Kyrie that little 300 million.
Nope.
Yo, give Kyrie that. That's light money. He's got 10 billion.
He also owns a WNBA team.
Look at this
too.
guy.
He own everything, ain't he?
So you know what he's saying? He's saying, yo, don't pay Kyrie.
As he should be.
Don't
you
pay
don't
him.
want to play, you don't get paid.
You ain't getting paid. No severance package. You let him sit this thing out for whatever the remaining years he have and don't pay him.
He owns the New York Liberty as well.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay, Joseph Tsai, get
All
that
right, now,
money.
Tsai,
Is
I
he-
need you
what's
to
his
put a little bit
relationship
more money
status?
into Liberty.
He's married. It seems like his wife is doing it too, and they have 3 kids.
Oh, man.
And he was born in Hong Kong. He lives, and he's a Canadian naturalized citizen, but he grew up in America.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
there you go. Well, Kyrie, the owner of the team is worth $10 billion.
You might as well go on.
You might as well get vaccinated.
Right, go and get that shot. Pull that sleeve up, baby. Go and get that shot
Go get
and get to playing. Because you're 2 seconds of being fired, boy.
Yo, Kyrie, bro, mathematically, this is not working for you. But
Right.
do what you got to do.
It
of
ain't
course.
gonna good for you, bruh.
They said
What
that
else?
the owner seems very he's letting him do whatever he wants to do.
Senny, if you was worth Senny,
Them coins from doing whatever he want to do.
CJ,
Nope.
CJ, if you was worth $10 billion, you wouldn't be mad either. You would be mad at Senny. If I was worth $10 billion, I would be mad.
Like,
I'll let Kyrie, whatever.
he ain't getting his money. I don't care.
I'm gonna make. He's like making $1 million a day, so he's like, all right, whatever you want to do is fine. So I'm gonna go scuba diving or whatever.
Especially with Alibaba, because
So-
that website.
Yeah. See. So what are you gonna do, Kyrie? I say stand fast on what you do, but because you make 380, whatever. What's Kyrie's contract again? And then we're gonna Barbie. Where can they find you?
You guys can find me. Barbi
Cindy,
Cologne on Facebook.
what's the contract? Hold on, Barbie. What's Kyrie's contract again?
Well, he's going to be missing
No,
$380,000.
what's his overall contract again, real quick? And before,
I think
while you look that
$30
up,
million.
go ahead, Barbie. Where can they find you?
You guys can find me, Barbi Cologne, on Facebook. I am Barbi Cologne on Instagram, Designer Babe 38 on Snapchat, Designer Babe 38 on TikTok, Designer Babe 40 on Snapchat.
Cindy, where can they find you?
You guys can find me at Senny J on Facebook, Senny_J on Instagram, and Senny J on Snapchat.
Okay,
Easy dream.
Shawn Harvey on Facebook, comedian Shawn Harvey on Facebook, Harvey on Instagram.
He's
Shawn
guaranteed
Harvey
about
on Facebook.
$137 million.
So $137 million. All right, well, there you go. All right, guys, we see you guys tomorrow. We're going to the gym. Got a man?